Okay, excellent. Yay. Today is week 7, I believe. And I hope that you guys had a better time with your accountability partners. Last week, I think I only had one person that messaged me saying they couldn't get a hold of their accountability partner. So let us know if that worked out better, and if you guys are connecting, how that's going. I would love to see how you guys are doing on your habit tracker. I've loved seeing all of your branding worksheets filled out. Don't forget that homework is due if you haven't already finished it. Am I missing anything else as far as catching up? I think we are good. Today we are super excited. This week's topic is going to be about VIP groups, business pages, and all the things that relate to that. So we have an expert in the VIP department who has a very hopping VIP group, and we are excited to hear how she got that VIP group off and running and what kinds of things that she does. So be sure to ask lots of questions because your homework might pertain to something about VIP group if you haven't caught on to the way things run. So I don't want to waste any more time. We'll come back at the end and do a little recap, but I'm going to introduce my friend, Hannah Hall.
Hello. All right. You guys are going to love this because the first thing that I'm going to tell you is I have not written down one thing that I'm going to speak about tonight. I'm totally like off the cuff. What comes to my heart and my mind, like I speak that. So if you have any direction or questions that you want me to go in, like definitely comment and Kelly will interrupt me, or Kelly also known as Karen, right, tonight. Right, tonight. But thanks for having me. And I was looking to see if I had any familiar faces, but I don't know that I know any of you. So that's exciting. I love one of my favorite things about Scentsy is mentoring. And so I am a natural born teacher. I was a teacher before Scentsy, and so I retired early out of that. Praise God for Scentsy. And so I love sharing what is working in my business and what could work in yours and to help you excel too as well. And I'm just going to preface this way. And if I have 3 children run into my home, you guys all know that's like what should happen right now, right? The stage of where we are, if that happens. I am wearing pants today, just so you guys know. And I did put a bra on for you guys. So, but anyway, okay. So VIP pages and business pages. So this is where my heart is. And I was trying to figure out where I started my VIP page and why I started it. So let me give you a little backstory too. So I am a superstar director, but I have never been someone that has been super great at sales. I was always kind of, when I started to hit director and those type of levels, my 500 was pretty good for me. Like I was, okay, I'm good. I know that I'm going to get that paycheck and paid off of everybody. And so I was kind of content down there. But I became very competitive with always having to have that 2,000 in sales. And so I knew that I needed to change my business and make a shift on what that looked like and how I stayed in contact with my customers and how I was basically serving them with customer service. So I looked into VIP pages and what that was. And I've always had a business page. Like I don't know if it was something that was just instilled in us, but when I first joined Scentsy, it was, okay, let's start your business page and then, start selling. But I didn't really know how to use my business page. And it was just one of those things that people could go like. And if I went back and looked at it, it was mostly other Scentsy consultants that had liked my business page. And I wasn't getting any sales from it. I many times would throw out a Facebook campaign and be like, okay, let me get lots of sales from that, and was never successful from that. So there I was wasting all my money on this. And sorry, let me mute my phone. Our school board is talking right now of school, and so I know my phone's gonna be blowing up. But anyway, so I knew that I needed to find a direction. And I don't know if that's where you guys are right now, but my family right now we are gung-ho about this Disney trip. I have a 10, a 9, and a 5-year-old. And this is the perfect time for us to go and blow Disney and just be like, listen, we're going to do it, right? Because when my oldest gets to be 16, it won't be cool anymore. And so we just need to go. So we have decided as a family, we're going to, work together and make our sales really high. Is there anybody else out there that is like, I need to up my sales for this Disney trip, right? Okay, so the way that I did that was I started to create my VIP group. Now, let me tell you a statistic just to throw it out there so it sounds really good for you guys. I upped my sales 300% when I created a VIP group and what I did within my VIP group, okay? So I'm not just talking, like that I did something, it didn't work. Like I did something and it increased by 300%, okay? So the very first thing that I did, and I am a true believer in not recreating the wheel if it's already been created the right way. Anybody else out there? Is that lazy or is that smart? Whatever it is, like that's who I am. So I went out and I watched Jill McCarthy, Jill McCarthy, or do I get her name confused? Anyway, look up Jilly Sue. I always confuse her with the actress name. And she has a great short, like 5-minute video on the difference of a VIP page and a business page and what that should look like, okay? So the first thing, like if you don't have a VIP page, the first thing that I would encourage you to do is understand, why do you want to have one? I wanted a place that I could solely focus my customers and put them in there and focus that all on Scentsy, because I wanted my profile, like my regular Facebook profile page, to be just about my family. I was done like being that person that they're all like, all she does is post about Scentsy. Like I didn't want to be that person. So that was one of the reasons why I wanted to create a separate space for my VIPs. Another thing was that my business page was not bringing in sales. Yes, people were liking it. Like I said, maybe a lot of Scentsy consultants, but it wasn't a place that I was finding a lot of contacts or revenue for myself. So I created a VIP page. One of the things that, you gotta think of a fun name. I am not creative when it comes to names. It's literally Hannah's Wickless VIPs. Like I know there's some fun names out there, but I'm just not, like my mind doesn't think like that. So I created this page and I thought, okay, who do I want to be in this? Now I could have gone through my contacts and just started adding everybody, right? Like how many of you have had a hostess that like they've done a Facebook party and they just go and they add every single person and it's like 400 people are in their group, right? If you're one of those people that gets invited to a party like that, like on a scale of 1 to 0, 0 being like crap, that's how like important you feel, right? So I wanted my customers to feel like this was a place that they felt was exclusive. And I would rather have, this is something that Jill said and it really stuck out in my mind. I would rather have like 5 to 10 people in my VIP page that supported my business, ordered regularly from me, were excited about my product, than to have 500 people in my VIP page that were just sitting there waiting to get free stuff, right? Like that to me was like mind-blowing, because a lot of us think, well, I don't have a lot of people in my VIP page, so it's not going to be like successful, right? It's all about what we do with those. And it's the same in your group, guys. Those that show up, you guys are showing up tonight, okay? So that says a lot about who you are. You're going to show up. You got to show up to go up. And I think that about my customers too. My customers that are involved in my VIP page, those are the ones that I'm spoiling. Those are the ones that are seeing the value in my business, okay? So that's how I decided like what I needed to do for a VIP page. My business page is still there. My business page is more for promoting, recruiting. And if I was going to be completely honest with you guys, I haven't posted on my business page for probably a month because I'm so focused on my VIP page right now, and I'm getting recruits from my VIP page. So my business page was more for like promoting. Anyone could like it. I would schedule that sometimes with, I love to use ScentShare. I don't know if you guys use that, but you can schedule out your post within there. And so on my scalable systems, I'll have like on the Monday of every month, I'll go through and schedule all of my posts for my business. That's really just all about my business pages promoting my business. It's not promoting LTOs, making sales. That's not where I'm looking for that. I'm looking for that in my VIP page. What happens in my VIP page? It's like the bomb, because I want people to feel so excited when they're in there. I want them to love being a part of my VIP page. So the first thing that I think, and I always will preach this to my girls, is that, sorry, my girls and my guys, is that you need to first make it a place that's showing up in their Google Analytics. And that's with doing, and I'm just gonna be really honest, you guys, dumb stuff. The other day I posted in, like, post a GIF of, type your last name into the GIF and post of what that is. Or like, would you rather have, you know, you're in pandemic mode, would you rather give up pizza, tacos, you know, or whatever. It's posting those things that's getting them to interact, but it's boosting your VIP page within their Google Analytics. Okay, and what that just means is the more that they come to your page, the more it's going to show up in their news feed, right? How many of you are like in a group that you don't even know you're in? Right? So that's why you want to make sure that they're interacting in your VIP page. Okay, so I made it first a place that was fun. I made it interactive. I made it about them, really not about me. So when they first came in, or when someone first joins my VIP page, they will always get a VIP welcome packet. And what that is like a goodie bag full of like samples. And it's like just an inclusive, like, hey, welcome to the group. Like, we love you. We want to encourage you. Here's like a welcome sample packet. Does that make sense? Like right out of the gate, spoil your customers, but spoil them like for cheap. I'm the most thrifty person in the world, you guys. And so for me to mail something, like, you really have to, you have to do something that I want to encourage. And so we talk about this all the time in our teams. Encourage the behaviors that you want to see repeated. Well, how is that any different than with your customers? It's not at all. So when my customers will either like comment, or they'll share something in the VIP page, or they'll add a friend in or whatever, you guys, I'm spoiling them, because those are the behaviors that I want to see repeated within my VIP page. Okay. How many of you have never compared that of like how you are with your team and how you are with your customers is almost the same way, right? Like, I'm sitting here and I just got some happy mail from my upline for sales, and that's behaviors that she wants to see repeated. I'm going to do the same for my customers. I'm sending them out like customer happy mail because they're ordering from me. It doesn't matter how you do it. It doesn't matter what you send. It's really the call to action and that you are following through with it. Okay. So that's really like what needs to be in your VIP page. Number one, quality over quantity. You want to have 5 people in there that are engaging over 7,000 that are not. Like, that's really what it boils down to. Make sure that you know that they're important, whether you're doing like a birthday shout out or, you know, whatever you're doing, make them feel special and want to stay in that group. My VIP page is a place where they always find out the LTOs first. I'll post it on there, and then maybe like, depending on what it is, a few hours later, like, I may not even post about it on my regular profile page. And I may post something on about like my profile page about, hey, like, if you guys, we've got something hot going on in my VIP page. If you're not in it, let me know. And so I make it a place that people, it's exclusive, right? How many of you want to be in an exclusive club? And so I just make it fun. And I'm still learning too. I think that's the There's never a point where like we can't learn, can't stop learning too. But I love the group that I have created. I could probably tell you now that I've had it. I mean, I lose track of days. I don't know, you guys, I'm a mom, but I've probably had it for like 3 years. And when I say that, I've probably had it for like 5. I don't know. But there's probably, I think I have close to around 150 to 200 people in there now. And that's from, I will always introduce my VIP page in my Facebook parties. And I'll tell them, this is a place that I spoil my customers. This is a place that you will come and learn all of my specials and all of my new products that are being released. This is a place that if you want me as your consultant, you're going to want to be a part of. So that's, I mean, that's like the overall of what it is. I don't know if you guys want more, like ask me questions about what more you want.
So we do have a question from Georgina that's saying, do you invite the same customers from your business page to your VIP page? And if so, do they think, oh no, she's creating another Scentsy group?
Ooh, I don't, because just because you liked my business page doesn't mean that you're a VIP, right? I don't even know what analogy I could give to that. My brain is fogged. Like, I don't know, like just because you, I don't know, but no, I don't, because my VIP page is a place that I spoil them. And so when they get, like when somebody orders online, then they will get a thank you package, right? Okay. And then they also get the, you guys, this is how cheap I am, Walgreens, okay? Are you a VIP? They get this in their thank you package. And so they actually have to make the effort to go get and add themselves to my VIP page. I'm not taking that action. I don't know, like, I'm not gonna just put you in there and spoil you. Like, I want to know that you want me to be your Scentsy consultant. Does that make sense too? So
yeah,
hopefully that answers.
Yeah, that's good. And I was trying to think of another analogy. My husband's so good at those. He can, at the drop of a hat, an analogy for anything. Another question is, if they don't interact in a few months, or I'm going to add this too, or order in a few months, do you remove them? What is your process for removing?
I do not. And I can tell you, because it's like, here's an analogy. It's like on garage sale day. People come out of the woodwork for garage sale day, right? People come out of the woodwork for these unwrapped mummies. I'm having people comment on collecting pre-orders, and I went and I'm like, who is this? Why are you even in, how are you even in my group? You know, like, I didn't even know, like, she's a good friend of mine, hardly ever buys from me. I didn't even know that she was in the group. And yet she's commented on this unwrapped, you know, pre-order. So no, I don't ever take them out. You know who I do take out? Those consultants that become, or those customers that then become consultants. I leave them in there for about a month. And then I say, all right, you know, go fly your wings, go do your own, you know, and if they do request to stay in, that's totally fine. I do let them sometimes, but I am an equipper, not an enabler.
I love that.
Yeah.
Then there's, let me see. Let me get there. Somebody's saying they have a personal page and a Scentsy business page, but not done a VIP page because she doesn't want to manage another page. I hear that. So thoughts about not wanting to manage another page. So let me just refresh. So she's got a personal page and a Scentsy business page, but not a VIP. I feel like what you're describing is what she does in her business page. So do you have any thoughts on that? I mean, transitioning to a group?
Right, and if that's working, then keep it, right? Just because it works for me doesn't mean it's gonna work for you. The one thing that I did find was easy to help manage both was to schedule out my posts. And I will do that. So I don't like it, and your VIP page is going to be a group, so you can schedule right from Facebook. But I will go in, and I don't know if you guys have scalable systems, but it's like I have to sit down at my desk and have the same tasks to do on Mondays. And so on Mondays, it's my scheduling day. And so I will go in and I will schedule all my posts for the week in my VIP page. So I literally don't really have to visit that unless I want to, unless there's something special that pops up like the LTOs. Then I will go in and I will, post those too as well. But what has helped me manage is being able to schedule those, and I have my business page in there so that I can, if it's a post that I think applies to both, then I'll schedule it for both. But I think like pre-scheduling, and I do that in my Scentsy group page as well for my group, is like a lifesaver for me, because I don't have time to sit down and every day think I've got to post in my group. And I post in my VIP page twice a day, usually in the morning and in the afternoon. One post is engaging, asking for interaction, because remember I told you about Google Analytics, and keeping, when they will interact, it boosts up their analytics. And I don't really know the details about that. I'm just using analytics because it sounds like a really long professional word. But if you were to ask me what that is, I'd be like, I don't know, go Google it. But it does. It like boosts them up. So one post, usually in the morning, is their interaction post, asking for a call to action, usually, like who's changing their wax today? What are you warming? It can be something fun too. A lot of times, like if I'm making pet samples or I'm doing something in my business, I'll be like, post a picture of your furry friend, or, whatever. I do coloring contests in there a lot too. Like I said, I have a 10, 9, and 5-year-old. And so they are huge in my business. Well, my 10-year-old, my 9-year-old, she's a middle child. And if you're a middle child, you know how that goes. But my 10-year-old is a type A, and she loves to sit across from me, and like, she's going to run my business one day, you guys. So she a lot of times will go live in my VIP page too. And she'll talk about like her favorite scent, or, whatever she's making a sample of. And like my customers, I had a customer one time tell me that she wasn't going to buy, what collection was it? Anyway, it was an LTO collection. And she said, I'm not really going to buy yet. I want to see what Madison comes on live with and tells us her honest opinion of scents.
That's awesome.
Because she's like, Madison is so honest. Like if she doesn't like it, she'll be like, oh, what is that? So anyway, like my VIP customers, they now know my kids, they know my family. So yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. That was probably a rabbit trail. But one's in the morning, one's in the evening, one's in an interaction post, and then one is maybe a promotion post about a product that I'm using, or something that just came out. I love everybody that's out there in the Facebook land that decorates their house beautifully, and I can grab their pictures and use them to promote. And I had a customer like message me, your house looks so gorgeous, it's decorated for fall. And I was like, thanks, I'll tell my friend Chelsea. Like that's not my house, but it's using those real life pictures and those promotions and things that are going on. That's more of like the evening post, because that's when people are sitting down, at night after a hard day of work, and they just want to scroll through Facebook or whatever too.
We have another question about what you put in your thank you package for them ordering.
Yeah, so it's whatever I have on hand. Like really, I have like, I don't know if you guys can see it back here, but I have this little cart back here, and it's full of like packets that have tons of samples. Whatever samples I have, that's what they get. I wish I could tell you that I really am good at sample follow-up, but I'm not. That's something that I need to be better at. But like, just throw in whatever you have, because people are going to be so appreciative of it. Any packages that I get that have like confetti or glitter or whatever in them, I keep that, and then I repurpose it and send it to other people. I throw in their candy. What did I do this? So this month I did a fragrance mist sample, a body cream sample, and then I've done the new release samples. I did however many of those that it really is just whatever I want to throw in there too, because all I'm trying to do is get fragrance back underneath their nose in order to say thank you, here's a little spoiling of you, and keep me as your consultant. It's really what it's all about.
One thing that Carol had mentioned yesterday on our leadership luncheon that I don't know why the light bulb just turned on, but sorry, I have kids in the background too. If you are struggling and you don't have any extra money to buy samples, she recommended getting the whiff box for half price. You can either, if you have a Scentsy Club order, you can get it for half price, or you can add it to your half price party orders. And there's a lot of products in there that you can use to sample out. So I loved that.
Yeah.
And then I think you showed it, but can you show us your VIP card again? Somebody's asking, I think you showed it and I missed that comment. There you go.
Is it backwards or is it just backwards for me?
No, it's good. It's backwards for you. It says, are you a VIP? And then what else does it say on there?
Yeah, and then it says, join my Facebook VIP, Hannah's Wickless VIPs page to be the first to know about specials and new product with Scentsy. And then I'm a teacher, so you have to give steps. So how to become a VIP, log on to your Facebook profile, use the search button to type in Hannah's Wickless VIPs, then request to join, right? And then it has my picture on it. I hope you guys are always putting your picture on stuff.
Do you have that you could share with us that we could post on our page?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, then we can kind of get an idea. Thanks.
Yep.
Somebody else commented and we're kind of running out of time, so I'll go quickly, but Lori says, I definitely post much more in my VIP group, but I have a hard time figuring out what to post on my business page so it isn't duplicated. So, I mean, again, maybe figure out one that works for you and stick to that. Would you recommend the same, Hannah, or would you say something else?
Yep. So I use my business page more for just promoting my business. So it's more of a join promotion that we usually have going. Like if it's a $20 join month, I use a lot of, that's where I will use to promote that. Sometimes I will boost those posts. I'm not a professional Facebook booster. Is that even a word? I don't know. I just made up that title. But it has drawn people into my business page a lot too. I will use it to promote to get Facebook parties, or, you know, if after pandemic, we can use it to get home parties, whatever. So it's not necessarily a place that I'm getting sales. I'm doing the join and the host over there. I'm still doing that in my VIP page, but I'm not doing that on my Facebook business page.
And then what type of coloring contest do you do?
Oh, those buddy pictures that are on the workstation, like anything like that. I've done design your own warmer too. That's fun. Anything, so like I did the buddy contest like 4 or 5 weeks into the pandemic. And I can't tell you how many kids I had go in there, and I swear their parents were like, color this so we can win something. Like, you know, and I didn't ever, like, you guys, I'm a stickler on the whole, like, the compliance and, you know, giveaways and whatever. So I just always like to say, and I'm going to spoil you with Happy Mail. You know, that is like the key words that my VIP customers know, that it's like a giveaway when I say I'm going to spoil you with Happy Mail. And I had kids coming out I had teenagers, like high schoolers, enter in this coloring contest, and I swear their parents were like, just color the picture. But it was just like a buddies, design your own warmer. I've done the coloring contest with the fragrance flowers. I've done that too, where I'm sure you guys have seen that whole of where, like, I need to sell 20 fragrance flowers, right? You've seen like those flyers that somebody makes. So I'll run that in my VIP page, and then I'll say, all right, now we're going to have a fragrance flower coloring contest, and they have to send it in to me, and then I'll put it up and they have to vote on whichever one, right? So like, it's just like fun, interactive stuff like that too, that's spoiling them, making them want to come back, I guess. You know, I'm not super creative, but I think that was like a good idea.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of fun. Okay, really quick, because we have no minutes left. Do you ever have customers posting in your group with products they've purchased? Like a snap and share?
Yes, you guys create that culture, create that community, create, like I'm doing that in my group, right? Like anytime we send Happy Mail to our team, We want them to tag us and to post it on Facebook to promote their business. I want that on Facebook from my customers too as well. They will post, my club members get a package that they're spoiled, right? Like my PRV just jumped 500 yesterday because of all my club members that went through. They're getting spoiled tomorrow. And so they will post and they'll be like, look at my club Happy Mail that I got from Hannah. They'll post that in there. That promotes club without me having to promote, right? They'll post pictures. I always have that snap, share, whatever little sticker that we have. And I know Sarah has that too. We passed that around too, of, you know, tag me, and they'll do it on their regular pages, and they will talk about how it's so cool to be in my VIP page, and they'll, you know, post the link or whatever too. So yeah, that's huge.
Okay, awesome. Well, that is all the questions, and that was tons and tons of great information. Thank you so much, Hannah, for giving us your time tonight and sharing with us all your information. And then for you guys, we have the same accountability partners this coming week. So make sure you guys are still staying on with your habit trackers, that you are connecting with your your VIPs. I got VIP on my brain. Connecting with your accountability partners daily, and just interacting. Is there anything else, ladies, that I need to add? No.
Good.
I think you're good.
All right. Well, have a great evening. And again, thank you so much, Hannah.
Yes, thanks you guys.
That was great.
Thank you, Hannah.
Bye.
Yeah.